My name is Wendy Blackman. I'm the Director of Economic Development for Cold Lake First Nations.
When you heard that that Edmonton City Council had voted to close the Edmonton City Centre Airport, what was your feeling on that?
Well, immediate reaction was the impact that it would be to northern communities on Medevac services, especially when we already have issues with getting, access to quality health care in emergency situations. And we've used the municipal airport, numerous times to get our members access to hospitals in Edmonton where they've needed specialized treatment in emergency situations. So that's a potential serious impact to quality health care for our people.
In your opinion, do you feel like this is really making it more difficult for the doctors to do their job?
Oh, for sure. I think it would be difficult for doctors to, get people the services that they need and very timely in emergency situations.
Do you know anybody personally that benefited from the service?
Definitely, just as recent as last year, there was a young family that had a house fire, and their young son was medevac to Edmonton for emergency treatment, and likely saved his life.
So you feel that this is a mistake to close the airport?
Oh, I think it's definitely a mistake. There's it'll just eliminate timely healthcare services that we don't have in this area. So that's going to eliminate access to timely healthcare services altogether.
Do you have anything that you'd like to say to the people of Edmonton?
Keep the Muni open. We need the service. We depend on it for our, well-being and in times of emergency, and it's very valuable, and we depend on it. And in light of, people and well-being, I think it's more important than further development. There's other lands that can be developed when essential services shouldn't be closed. We've already had too much closure and limited access to essential services, especially in northern communities, that eliminating more essential service, could result in, loss of lives is what it can equal to. In addition, there's many people who depend on, on providing these essential services also. Like, it has a larger impact, and most immediate is the, danger of losing that essential services for health necessity, but also there is the impact that it'll create economically to the northern regions, where there are many people that are involved in that market in providing those essential services. So it would cause a serious loss of employment and loss of services altogether. So it would have a really big impact on a lot of people's livelihoods.
Well, if they close the city centre airport for the Muni, as we like to call it, what alternative do you think there would be? Where would you go for your services? What would you do?
Oh, for for the specialized services, the options would be to take an ambulance. Like here, we're about 3 hours north of Cold Lake, so think of a young child suffering, or somebody suffering,
Well, they
from.
say they can provide the medevac service out of the international airport.
Well, even that is, that's a long transport. a lot of traffic to go through to get into the city. So, that's not, that's a lot of time to waste, especially when somebody's life is depending on it. Up north here too, we have a lot of remote areas and a lot of remote work sites and that. So already people in remote areas or remote sites, might be expecting a long travel time anyway to the nearest airport, municipal airport, and then to have to fly to an international airport and try and get through, the traffic and everything there to get to essential services.